Right now, we're going to go to an extended part of the set, which is outdoors of the Do the Math Studios. And we've got Sam downstairs, and Sam has a special guest, Ernest and Enzo. So Sam, tell us a little bit about what's going on with Ernest and Enzo downstairs.
So hi, so today we have Officer Earnest. Thank you so much for being here. And we have Enzo. And so tell us, she's from the Kern High School District, and tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
So Enzo is what we call a gun dog. He's a lab. He's 2.5 years old. And he was trained to find guns. So he will find or smells the gunpowder from the gun for the ammo.
Nice. So you first started as a deputy, right?
Correct.
Yes. And then how did you get in with the high school district?
So I was a deputy for the Kern County Sheriff's Office. I retired from them around approximately 7 years ago. Mm-hmm. And then I decided, I want to work more with kids. So I decided to apply and go to the Kern High School Police Department, which I did for the last almost 7 years, and I have enjoyed the position I've had. And then around 3 years ago, we decided to search about having a canine program in our department because we have never had a canine in our department. So we decided to do a search, and then I applied for the position, and I got the position.
Nice. So what does it take to train a canine?
So great question. So usually when we buy a canine, he's already trained, and they usually have over 100 hours of training for that target order or for whatever they are trained for. And then from there, we buy him, and the trainer comes to our department and train me for 2 weeks, and he will train me in how to really see the change of behavior and to know when Enzo or any canine finds the target order that he has been trained to look for.
Right. And so you were telling me earlier that you're with Enzo 24/7, right?
Yes. So Enzo is like having a little toddler. Uh-huh. He's with me every minute of the day. And holidays, every day he's with me.
That's so great. And you said he's 2?
He's 2.5 years old.
Yes, all right. That's so great. And so you said you're with the Kern High School District. And so what are some other jobs that Enzo does?
So besides Enzo being so great in doing his job, which is locating a gun, ammo, he's a very special dog. He loves people. He loves to be around people. I have taken him to special ed classes, and the kids just love him. I have gone to offices where I have heard staff members, I'm so glad that you brought Enzo because I am not having a good day and I just needed a hug from Enzo. And I'll give them some time there, they play, and they really feel that relief of I'm okay now because Enzo is here. So Enzo loves people, and he really makes the whole environment just calm down.
Oh, sweet dog. What do you think Enzo's favorite job or part of his job is?
I think his favorite part of his job is when he's searching, he gets very excited because he knows that when he finds the target order, it is time to play. It is time for mom to throw the ball, and we're going to play. I think that's his favorite. And you will see he gets this smile in his face like, yes, I did my job, now ping me.
That's so great. So how long do normally the canines work for? Like how many years?
So they work between 5 to 7 years because you figure Enzo's 2.5. By the time we usually get a canine is around 2 years old, and then they usually work 5. That makes them 7 years. So usually a dog will work between 7 to 9 years. Okay. So between 5 to 7 being that by the time the canine handler receives the dog, he's already 2.
Right.
So you add between 5 to 7 years after that.
Okay.
Yes.
And would he stay with you after that?
So good question. So if God willing and we both retire at the same time, yes. What happens with the department is I actually buy him for $1.
Aww.
And then I'm able to take him home, and all the responsibility falls on me.
Aww. Yes. Well, that's great. Okay, so I know you guys have done some searches in high school, so we have set up a search here for Enzo, and so right now we have out there hidden, right?
Yes.
some ammo. And
Yes.
so we're going to let Enzo do his job, and we're going to watch him in action.
Yes, we're gonna start searching. It is a little bit windy, and that takes a lot of effect on the smell, because just like anything, if we have like a hamburger there and you're coming out of the building, you're gonna smell it right away. We know because we're able to see that it's not here, and we're able to locate and say, hey, there's the hamburger I was smelling. Dogs cannot really see that, oh, that's a gun, because
Right.
they're not looking for a gun, they're not looking for ammo, they're just looking for the smell. So it's almost like us coming out and we cover your eyes and we
Okay.
tell you, go follow the smell,
Okay.
tell me where the hamburger is. So that's the way you're gonna see. There's a little bit of wind, so we'll see how Enzo does.
Okay.
Okay, Enzo?
All right.
Sit, sit. Ready? Search. This one? This one? Good search. Good search. Good search. This one? Hey. Search. Search. Sometimes he might be smelling other dogs and he gets attracted to that, but he won't have the change of behavior or the final alert. Search. Search. So right now you can see him, he's putting his head up because he's following the smell. Obviously I know where it is, but because of the wind, he's following the smell. Search. And he's going to the restroom. Good boy, good boy, good boy. Part of the distraction there, probably because he needed to go to the restroom. But if you're able to tell that, okay, he got his nose in there and he was smelling, and then he sat down.
I love that.
So-
Good
so-
job, Enzo.
So then after that, we just kind of mess around with the ball. He loves to go after it and pull it and stuff like that. So
All right.
yeah.
So if anybody would like more info, where would they find this about? If they want to be a canine handler or just things like
Sure.
that?
Being a canine handler, you have to be a police officer 1st,
Mhm.
and after you become a police officer, after 2 years, you could apply for special jobs, which is canine or traffic controller
Right.
and stuff like that. So after a couple years of being a police officer, you could apply. The sheriffs have canines, BPD have canines. With our department, it's a little bit different. With our department, you have to be a police officer in another department for at least 2 years, and then he still wants to play. And then you could apply to become a police officer with us.
Right.
And then after a couple years, you could apply to be a canine handler.
That's great.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much for
Of
being
course,
with us.
thank you for
And
having
Enzo,
me.
Thank
Yes.
you. So if there's anything you would like to see, you can find all of this information on Do the Math social media. Back to you, Mike.
All right, thanks for that, Sam. Be sure to thank Officer Earnest and Enzo for coming down today. Yet another service dog. We're learning a lot about the dogs today and how they service everybody right now as far as emotional support, looking for ammo with the Kern High School District.